For Valentine's Day, as people everywhere search for love, something a search engine might not be the ideal tool for. Each of these candy hearts brings you a true story of love. These are real people.
I'm a senior at Lakeview High School, and I've had a crush on this one guy for 4 years. You know, like giving out hints, but not really saying anything. Trying to, like, when you walk down the hall, trying to touch hands to see if he'll actually grab your hand and stuff like that. And then, like, this one time I sneezed, and he looked at me, he goes, you know, you have a really cute sneeze. And it's like, oh my God, you know, what are you doing to me? You know, I was all day on that sneeze comment, okay? I must have told every single one of my friends. Yeah, I was like, man, okay, get over it, no big deal.
The morning after I got married, I just woke up with this heavy heart and with this huge doubt, questioning, like embarrassing, right? Like, God, you're so stupid. You should have thought about it before, right? But the heartache was real, All of a sudden, just the enormity of it just almost crushed me. So I just wanted to walk around and clear my head, just... what should I do? What should I do? Do I have to tell him? I might have made a mistake, but that would hurt his feelings. And just all day long, I walked and walked. So anyway, finally, when it got dark, I came home and he, my husband, he was just so worried, his face, I could tell. And I said, where have you been, I called the police because I thought you got lost or something happened. So then I just, I thought, well, he's a good man and I should give it a try. So that was 42 years ago. And since then, I have never questioned, never.
We had always just been friends, but madly obsessed with each other for years.
And I decided, well, enough of this then. And we just kind of stood.
Everything around us kind of stopped and...
leaning against our respective cars.
Nothing moved.
All the background noise just kind of drops out.
Like in a movie or in a dream, and everything's spinning really quickly, and just the one spot where you're standing stays still.
So then you kissed her?
No.
Nothing happened. He just stood there. The funny thing about the situation was it wasn't the first time that we were destined to have our first kiss and missed it.
Warning, this one gets a little heavy.
We got married on Saturday, and on Monday we just went back to our day-to-day lives, and David was getting dressed to go into the office, and I was here in the apartment. It was pouring down rain, sort of all of family and friends were all leaving that day, and I got very sad and started to cry. I thought I had been so exhilarated over the weekend. I sort of at the age of 45, was that how old I was when we got married? It was like a teenage adolescent rush of adrenaline. I didn't know that my body was capable of feeling that anymore, but it had been that experience. And then came the crash, thinking, this will end someday. This will end.
I thought, yes, my dear, that's true. One of us will die, and then the other will die, and it will be over. But we have now.
Is there anyone you like at the dance?
There is.
Does she know?
Yes, she does.
So how's that going?
Good. It just started like 20 minutes into this. I was in the cafeteria, just got a drink of root beer, and she walks up to me and asks me to go out.
What did she say exactly?
She said, "Chris, will you go out with me?"
Usually they don't last. It's a middle school relationship. Yeah, because like it's a middle school. I mean, this isn't like where you're starting your life with. You don't hear things about middle school sweethearts.
I love to tell my wife how much I still have a crush on her. I met Marika, as a matter of fact, on television. There was a dance show in Atlanta called Atlanta Jams, which is like a teenage type of dance show. And you'll see all these fine girls dancing or whatever, and you're like, whatever. But I would tune in every Wednesday, and I would see her, and like, oh my gosh, this girl is fine as I don't know what. I was just absolutely captivated. And I never believed in love at first sight. I thought it was cheesy, But then a coworker of mine put me up on a blind date. He said his girlfriend had a cousin that he was going to set me up with. And I'm thinking like, well, come on, man, her feet going to be, all jacked up. Her breath going to stink. She's going to like the bottom of somebody's shoes. Like, blind dates never work. You hear the horror stories. And the guy says, "Hey, Ricardo, meet Marika." And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's that girl.
Okay, that's the last one. Happy Valentine's Day to you. From the internet.